Welcome to official SL TV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my video and press the red button. Please help me to share my video.
Around December 20th, the government, through the parliament, sacked or they've voted against a decision of the former Auditor General and her deputy on account of her raising eyebrows on fake receipts from the office of the president. As the chief minister and someone whom I believes in democracy, is this a good precedent set by your government?
It is the biggest democratic decision that happened. The democracy says for somebody who's the Constitution. Democracy is following the Constitution. There's nothing that was done that wasn't following the Constitution. However, she wasn't relieved because she looked into matters for the president. The Auditor General's report does it every day. If people see this current Auditor General's report, they will see that there was issues raised for the Office of the President, Office of the Vice President, Office of the Chief Minister. Audits raise concerns, and we're happy that the audit does that. What people do is they look at the headline and then they abstract that and they use it to attack other people. If we were concerned about them looking into the Office of the President, have people read this current audit report? There are issues there for the Office of the President, Office of the Vice President, Office of the Chief Minister, and everybody else. So that's not why she was fired. I went to court, or the hearings when it was happening. I followed it. I read the entire report line by line by line. She was not a professional. She faked documents. She acted improperly. It's okay to say that because that's what the evidence showed. The evidence, as per an investigation that lasted all this while, showed that she was not a professional. That does not mean she's a bad person in life. She can be my friend. She can be a good person. She can be a great mother. She can be a good person in church. She can be a great community person. But in this instance, she acted improperly. Not because she investigated the Office of the President, but because she faked documents. But because she edited things after they were submitted to her. But because she went around somebody, around the system, and tried to do it her own individual way. But because she used her own influence to influence other people. But because she allowed for corruption to happen at FCC. And she did not investigate it. These are facts. We didn't make this up. And the president didn't use the reports to fire her. The president sent it to Parliament, who did the right thing. Parliament.
But even after the president sent the report to Parliament, the president does dictate Parliament through the letter sent to Parliament that was read by the clerk of Parliament.
The president does not dictate. The president sent it to Parliament. Parliament includes SLPP and APC. APC people voted for this. It was SLPP and APC people, the whole parliament voted, the parliament of Sierra Leone. We voted for these parliamentarians. They're doing the right thing, the constitution. She did not act as a professional. The government independently followed the law by putting a commission that was public, for all the records made public. We read it, the parliament went and made a decision. They voted.
The attention of the public has been turned to the aspect of the professional misconduct.
Which public? Some critics. Yes, there are going to be critics. But people are always going to support somebody.
But again, we've yet to see some frantic effort from government in terms of them actually checking on what Lara and her deputy was about to unravel in the
They weren't about to unravel anything because they faked documents and they went. She faked. If you go and take a lie and you take something that's a lie and then you say, oh look, this is what I'm doing, but we know it's a lie, so we should stop now pretending and say, oh, that's the truth, we should look into that. She lied. She lied because she faked documents. She lied because the documents that were submitted to her, done by her professional staff, she changed it. I think as citizens, we should be able to debate and engage and say, Somebody can be a good person
Salute.
in all of her other lives. But in this case, she made a mistake. She made a mistake.
This was someone whose report was used by your government.
She can still make a mistake. She made
By
a
your
mistake.
government.
That tells you, and by the way, we used her report when she was professional. She became unprofessional. And the law followed its course. The new person who's acting still investigated the office of the president. Can't people see that that's not why? The office of the president has always been investigated. It wasn't the first time. It had been investigated before. So there's this perception that this was the first time that they were investigating the office of the president. That's not true. She was acted inappropriately because she faked. They submitted the draft to her by her professionals, and she changed that draft. So why will you do that?
Just for clarity purpose, which specific document did she fake?
So I'm very lucky. I have been audited multiple times. I've been in government for 6 years, and I can hold my head proudly and walk anywhere in this country for the things that I've done. Anywhere. When they come for audits, they have an inception meeting. You sit, you say, we're doing A, B, C, D, where are your people? Thank you, thank you. And then after that, they don't come to you again. They talk to your people. They can ask any questions that they want to ask. And then when they're done, they have a closing meeting, yeah? And then that closing meeting, they write a draft response, because it writes to you, to say these are what we found. They give you time to submit your response, and then you do. Sometimes you submit all, sometimes not. And then they can say it has been resolved, it has been partially resolved, it has not been resolved. That's it. And then, if it has not been resolved, it goes in there, and there are recommendations being made. That report that was done by that technical team who came to do, she changed it. When the technical team came, they did their draft, they sent it to them, she independently changed it. But that's so unethical, so unprofessional, and so against the rules of audits. It's not a problem that audits go somewhere. Audits is to improve the systems and processes. And audits is to make recommendations. But it's not to witch hunt somebody. That's unethical and that's unprofessional. We did not go after her. We just followed the law. If somebody starts being unethical and unprofessional, it is the responsibility of the state to set up an investigation committee on her, which we did. How can you be working for Audit Salon and doing pro bono audits to other people, and you're the boss, and it's not pro bono, paid audit services to other people? How can you say don't audit FCC, even Mayor Akisoya special projects? Why? Some of these guys, when ACC found them, they paid back. ACC found that they paid back. How can you say no, don't audit that? It's just, she's not a bad person in life. She has and can be professional. In this instance, she was unprofessional, and it's okay that the state takes action. And the state here, government is independent. The executive did what they did, set up a commission, and the reports came to His Excellency, public reports, by the way, that we all read, and we saw it. And then that report gets sent to Parliament. Parliament does what Parliament does on its own. Parliament is APC and SLPP, and APC and SLPP said she was unprofessional. That's why she was relieved. We as a state should be happy. We should thank God, thank His Excellency for democracy working. I don't know why but anyway. There's some critics, there's some opponents, and it's okay. Life, you can't have 100% of people agree on everything.
We've seen of